Just give it a couple of seconds. It's going to come back on screen now. You guys still there? All right, let's rock and roll. I'll let them in now. All right, colleagues, can you hear us? Can you see us?
Can hear you and see you. A bit fuzzy, but I can hear you.
Jaque, Morne, can you hear us? I think you guys might be on mute, Jaque. There we go, loud and clear.
All right.
All right, colleagues, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. As promised, we've got Lions assistant coach Jaque Fourie and Morne van Berg. They are in Edinburgh preparing for the round of 16 EPCR Challenge Cup match against Edinburgh. We've got about 10 minutes for the session. I know there'll probably be reflections on the URC game against Glasgow, but if we can keep that to a minimum, guys, so we can focus on Edinburgh ahead of Friday night. I don't see any hands. If we can start raising hands while the hands are going up. Mona, you've recently just joined the team. You flew over last week. How's the vibe? How's the mood?
Yeah, it's been good being back. It's always good on tour. Boys really getting stuck into it this week, building each other up, and yeah, we're working hard.
Fantastic. All right, I see the first hand up is Jan. Jan, go for it.
Thanks, Nisu. Thanks, Jacques. Thanks, Morne. Jacques, obviously, Morne has just spoken about joining the camp. Is there any other players or injuries or developments around the team selection or possible team selection that we should know about?
No, it's just Morne that joined us. Luckily, after last weekend's horrific loss against Glasgow, there's no injuries, so all the guys are fit and healthy and ready to go for this weekend.
Obviously, it's another Scottish team, another Friday night in Scotland, so pretty much the same that you expected last week. What do you think, and I'm not expecting you to give state secrets away, but what do you think you guys need to do different this week that can give you a better result?
Yeah, I think, all aspects of the game, we need to get better. Going into this game, the weekend, Friday night, Edinburgh is also a good attacking side, so we've looked at the Glasgow game, we just need to play heads-up rugby. That's what we need to do. I think in these conditions, looking at the conditions for Friday night, doesn't look too bad, the wind, but I think Glasgow showed us how to play in those conditions. So hopefully this weekend we can go out and have a good performance.
Yeah. Morning from a player's perspective, and I know no team ever plays to lose and no player ever goes out there to play bad. But you guys there's been repetitive mistakes in the team, and that's in general, not just specific individuals. But there's the turnovers. I did an article today about the turnovers, missed tackles. How, from a player's perspective, how do you guys fix that?
Yes, I think it felt personal. You could tell from, I think each and every one of the boys really, if you played, if you didn't play, you really took that loss personal, and you really had a good look at yourself. Just a great reflection of where you are. What does this mean to you? What does playing the game into you, because I don't think anybody would say that was good enough or acceptable. So I think it's a mind shift. It's a mindset. We can't go from a good team 3 weeks ago beating the Sharks to being a very bad team, like a very very bad team last weekend. So it's a total mind shift. We know we are a good team. We know we are a lot better than that. And yeah, I think the boys really took it on well. Like I said, there was a lot of reflection, and yeah, we're ready to tackle this week.
You touched on the fact that you had some really good games and then you had some bad games, but it's almost a theme that the Lions have one or two really good wins and then a run of bad results. When you speak about the mind shift, how do you stay on top? How do you stay at that high level that makes you that good team?
Yeah, I think it's personal responsibility. I think our captain Franke really spoke well this week in terms of just being focused. I think the best players in the world, you stay focused in every single second, every single situation, and you don't lose that focus. I think at stages in the season we've lost focus at the wrong times, leaking in way too easy tries, just giving away momentum when we worked hard to get momentum. So it's taking those learnings, and like I say, looking at yourself, and really taking the responsibility to stay in the moment, to be focused, and to be disciplined, to do what the moment asks you.
I'll let the other guys have a go, and I might ask one or two more this time or later on. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Jan. Leighton?
Thank you, Nyaniso. Hello, guys. I hope you are well over there. Jock, maybe just for you, please. Morne spoke about that now. The good thing in the URC is that you guys return home and you could pick up some vital I want to say home comforts, but it's a third week on tour. Just what is the coaches said to the guys in terms of just this clash? How do you change that mind shift, knowing that the last 2 weeks didn't go your way?
Yeah, the thing is about rugby, week is a long time of rugby. So I think even the players and the coaches, if we could have played today, after last weekend's performance, every single player and coach would have said, let's play. You want to get onto the field again and make right what we did wrong on Saturday. So for us, it's about getting back on the field, getting back Friday night, and getting back to winning ways. I think like no player goes onto the field to play bad. So we just need to press the reset button. It's a new competition. Well, it's not a new competition. It's an EPCR game, and it's knockout stages. So for us, it's going out Friday night and doing what we love to do and doing it to the best of our abilities. Because I think each and every player and management sitting here wants to do well. So for us, it's a very important game on Friday night.
And then you hold quite a good record over Edinburgh in the URC. Is that something you can take comfort in, or is that not on your minds? It's just taking that game.
Yeah, not at all. I think we've learned our lesson in this competition that you cannot take any team lightly. If you've ever looked at in the past, even a team like Zebra now is very competitive. You cannot underestimate them. For us, it's like I said, we're pushing the reset button. Edinburgh, it's also going to be a different game for them. So we need to be at the best on Friday night if we want to beat them. So for us, it's just to focus on Friday night. And like every team, there's no easy team in this competition anymore.
Just the last one from me for you, Jock. Is it a tricky thing for you as coaches to balance the two sides, knowing that you still have a very good chance in the Challenge Cup, looking at the games, but also that you need to get back into the top 8 in the URC. Is that a tricky thing to balance over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, it is a tricky thing. If you ever look at the amount of games that player has to play in a season, then we're going to have to, there's a few players that's been playing a lot of rugby. So you don't want to get to the knockout stages and you can't play your best team. And we also want to get continuity going into the last few games back home. So it is something that we sit and we chat about a lot. And you have to get that balance right because, like I say, we're going into the business end of the competition now, and we want to play our best team. And I mean, we want to win. That's ultimately the end goal. We want to win competitions, and we want to be in the top 8 of the URC. So it was a lengthy discussion, but yeah, luckily we've sorted that out.
Thank you, Jelle.
Cool, thanks, Leighton. Let's quickly give Sarah an opportunity, and then we'll come to Ross.
I would just like to know, when will we see Kate Voliter again?
Who is it now? Sarel, Kate is on tour with us. He's been training very well. So we had a few bad runs with injuries. It's just now getting him back into the system and acquainted with everything that we want to do. So he is with us. He is training quite well. So all that he needs to do is just wait for his chance now.
Okay.
Ross, go for it.
So how's it, guys?
Hi, Ross.
Jacques, in previous seasons, you guys have sort of put more focus on the URC, and you've largely had like sort of a backup group who've played most of the Challenge Cup games, but it looks like you guys are now going full bore this season, backing the full strength team straight through. Has that been a bit of a different mindset now for the team? And does it make it also a little bit tough in that, you guys are now, if you get through to the quarterfinals, you guys will have 6 straight weeks of URC Challenge Cup and then back to URC. And is that something that the team is prepared for?
Yeah, Ross, I think we are prepared for that. Just like I said, putting it on the amount of games that the players has to play during the season. That's the only thing that we need to worry about, because we don't want to get to knockout stages. And like I said again, you want to play your full strength team in the knockout stages. So we've taken a different approach. I think for us, it's all about getting momentum and getting wins. And the more this team can play together, the better it's going to be for us and for them.
Obviously, Edinburgh are a tough side, a lot of internationals in there, but you guys have had pretty decent success over them over the past few seasons, and you've done well in Edinburgh as well, missing out on maybe, you could have possibly won a game or two there, but yes, you guys have always had close results. So does that sort of add a bit of confidence? And does it also help, it was just a short trip over from Glasgow and staying in Scotland that will allow the team to sort of be hitting the ground running straight away on Friday night?
Yeah, especially I think the travel was only an hour's bus drive on Sunday. The guys could have slept in a little bit later. That does help a lot, that you don't have to drive to an airport for an hour, fly for an hour, and then so that helped us a lot. I think also with the short turnaround is to get that balance right, is to get these guys as fresh as that we can be for Friday's clash against Edinburgh, because it is going to be a tough task. And looking at the past, playing against them, that's in the past. They're going to be a different team on Friday night with all their guys back, and you can see they also at this stage where they're hitting form. So we're going to be at the top of our game on Friday night. We want to beat them.
And Morne, from your side, you've been in really good form for the team over the last couple of months. You obviously picked up that Man of the Match award against the Sharks in that losing cause in Durban, and then you had the injury. So was it a bit disappointing, to miss out on the 2 URC games after being in such good form and having picked up that award? And, how's your injury sort of feeling now? And are you very happy to be back and ready to put in another strong effort?
Yes, I was very disappointed. You never want to get an injury. The timing might have been not ideal, but yeah, yes, I think in that situation, you have to see the positives in it. I had a 2-3 really great weeks in getting my body fresh, in really working hard with the conditioning coaches at the Lions, with understanding the game a bit more, and to really set myself up to really go hard again. So yeah, I believe God's timing is perfect, and I believe in this instance it's exactly the same. And yeah, I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very confident. So yeah, my focus is now just to serve the team on Friday night.
And sort of looking from outside in at the last two results, against Cardiff and Glasgow, were you able to pick up a bit more than you might have on the field? Things that you think the guys can fix and work on, and where you yourself can sort of try and help them get over this bit of a slump?
Yeah, I think whether you play or not, if I played the weekend, for example, afterwards I look and I pick up a lot of things. So you'll always, after a game, reflect. There'll always be mistakes. But yeah, I think Niku is a brilliant player. He did the job very well. Unfortunately, the team didn't play to our potential. But yeah, like I say, we worked on it as a team. The fix it. I didn't come and have solutions or have the right answers, but as a unit, I think as a coaching staff, we identified the work-ons. So yeah, from an outside perspective, I think it's exactly the same in terms of seeing things that we would have done better whether I played or not. And then this weekend, like I said, as a unit, we have to fix what we've done over the last 2 weekends, which was not good enough as a team. And yeah, I don't think one player was going to make a difference or not a difference. I think as a whole unit, we have to be better.
And then lastly from me, Jaque, obviously you guys don't look too far ahead or anything like that, but have you possibly used it as a bit of a motivating factor that it could be a very exciting quarterfinal against the Bulls at Loftus if both teams get through? Is that something that maybe the guys have mentioned and could look forward to?
Yeah, we have chatted about it, all the possibilities. If we win our game, the Bulls win their game. There is also speculations that it can also be in London. So, but I think we're going to take it game for game. All that we know is it's knockout stages. So we will now win 3-0. You're going to win the game. So for us, it's all about winning the game and getting it over the line so that we can, like I say, take it next week. We'll take next week when it comes. But for now, focus will be purely on Friday night beating Edinburgh.
Thanks very much, guys.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Ross.
I don't see any other hands. Can we take maybe one more before we release the guys for lunch? If there are any takers. Jan, you'll have the final one and then we'll close.
Thanks, Manishi. Sorry, Jaque, I know you touched on Edinburgh's game and the surface and stuff. And again, I'm not expecting you to give any state secrets away. But what aspects of your game, specific aspects of your game, do you think is going to be key on Friday night?
I think it's just getting through our plays. I think we didn't play on Friday night. It's all about when we started playing, the few times that we did, we got in behind the teams, and then we looked like the team that we want to be. So for us, it's getting the ball, getting over the advantage line, and getting through the phases, putting teams under pressure with our ball carries and with our like guys like Krappie, guys like Q, and getting the ball in their hands so that they can do their magic. And then defensively, it's just stopping their momentum, sticking to system, and getting the ball back, and then scoring a counter-attack tries. That's the stuff that we're good at. It's just getting back to the stuff that make the Lions the Lions. I think that's the main focus for us this weekend.
Thanks very much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jan. Gents, thank you very much. Jaque, Krappie, Baranki. Have a good week and all the best for Friday night.
Thank you guys,
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Sterkte.
Dankie julle manne.
Dankie. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Thank you.